Hi everyone, just to let you know this is going to be my last video for the Real DVD Watchers. So next Sunday, whoever replaces me will be here. So I hope you enjoy the video. Just big thank you for everyone that watched and commented and showed the love. Still love the Real DVD Watchers, still going to be watching every day and still going to be supporting the channel 100%. So keep on watching, and I'm going to do another set of reviews that are going to be, they should be short and snappy. I'll see how many I can get done of what I've watched recently. So yeah. Okay, so the first film I watched is Revolutionary Road, or Revolutionary Road. I say Revolutionary. Starring Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio, so automatically win from the start, in my opinion, because those two are awesome. The characters in the situation are nothing like Titanic, so don't expect to love them the way you did there, but the film is set in the 1950s, and Kate and Leo play a young married couple with 2 children who seem, on the outside world, they seem like a perfect couple, but really they're sort of stuck in a rut. They're living like boring lives and they're just like fed up, basically, and you know, they're arguing a lot. So basically they decide to move, that they're going to move to France. They're going to live the way they want to live, you know, it's going to help them. And essentially the film revolves around this move that they're going to make, and you know, they decide that this is going to, you know, change their lives for the better. And so just thinking about moving changes them and makes them, you know, brings them closer. Basically the acting is top notch. Kate and Leo both deserve Best Actor nominations in my opinion, because they just did a brilliant job, and the chemistry is as good as it always is between them two. The fight scenes are completely riveting. I thought there was probably a few too many fight scenes, but I guess that's what the film's about, so I'm not too fussed about that. Sam Mendes, the director, did a really good job of keeping it all interesting and very tense at times. There's a character played by Michael Shannon. I think he's called John. He's one of the neighbours' sons, and he's like just come out of a mental home. And they have him round to dinner with his mum and dad. And he's like the only person who sees them for who they really are, fighting, and even though, you know, he's never seen that side of him, he just sees through them, and he tells them how it is, and those scenes are just really good. Michael Shannon did a really good job. I felt I could relate to both of the main characters a lot of the time, which made it a bit more depressing, because like they're not good characters, like good people. I never really liked either of the main characters, which was interesting. It's almost like they represent the worst of you, whoever's watching, if you can relate. Maybe it's just me. I thought the ending was really good. I know some people won't like it, you know, it's not a happy ending, but you know, were you expecting one? Overall, definitely not for everyone, but I thought it was one of the best of the year. Just a really powerful film, just the performances just make it, really. And if Slumdog Millionaire was the feel-good movie of the year, this was the feel-bad movie of the year, because it's depressing but brilliant. Okay, next we have The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I'm sure everyone knows about this one. I was really excited about seeing this one since I first saw the teaser trailer last year. It's directed by David Fincher and stars Brad Pitt as Benjamin Button, a man who's born old and grows backwards. So he starts off really old and he gets younger and younger. I believe it's based on a book from the 1920s. I have to say, David Fincher does a really great job of capturing like this era. It just really well shot. It's a good looking film. And the special effects and the makeup are just amazing. Benjamin meets Cate Blanchett's character, and they are like the same age and they connect, but obviously he looks like an old man, she looks like a young girl. So we sort of follow them as she comes in and out of his life. And they kind of meet in the middle, like here, where they're like similar age, finally. I really love that concept of like them meeting in the middle and not having much time to actually stay the same age. But I love Cate Blanchett and Brad Pitt, and you know, great performances from both of them, but I didn't feel like the chemistry was 100%. I didn't feel like I loved them together as much as I should have. Even though I really like that part of the story where they're together, it's just, I felt it could be more. The story was told really well, but the story is being told to Cate Blanchett's character when she's like on her deathbed during like Hurricane Katrina. I felt that was a bit unnecessary, like the way it jumped back to that. I felt they could have left that out and just told the story as it was. The film's really long. I'm not too keen on long films, but this actually didn't feel as long as it was, so that's always a plus point. It was just, the storytelling was very good. I don't think it's flawless by any means, or even David Fincher's best work. There's a lot of people saying that it is, and there's a lot of people that were disappointed. I wasn't disappointed, but it wasn't flawless, basically. But there are some brilliant scenes in it. There's a scene where someone is run over. The way it's shot and the way it's told is very good. And towards the end, when Benjamin's becoming like really young, some of those scenes are just like really sad and really well shot. Overall, definitely worth a watch. It's a great, I don't know if you'd class it as a fantasy film, a story of love, whatever. It's just really good film, enjoyable. Check it out. Okay, next we have The Wrestler, which was a film I wasn't particularly excited to see. I just expected it to be, you know, about wrestling. I used to like wrestling when I was younger, by the way, but not so much anymore. But this film is actually brilliant, really unexpected. Mickey Rourke plays Randy the Ram Robinson, I think. Randy, anyway. He was a big pro wrestling star back in the day, but now he's pretty much retired. He wrestles at weekends in like, you know, local gyms and stuff, whatever. And he has to like work. He works in a supermarket in the week, because I don't think pro wrestling back in the day paid much at all, so that sucks. It's short almost documentary style, so it's got a really raw feel to it, not much music. You feel like you're following and almost eavesdropping on Randy in his everyday life. The camera goes behind him a lot of the time, follows him, which adds to that effect. Randy has a heart attack. I think it's during a wrestling match. He's basically told he can't wrestle again. Oh no, it's after a wrestling match, that's it. It's after like a really violent wrestling match. So he tries to get in contact with his estranged daughter, and he's also quite close to someone, a dancer. There, she was just on screen there, in a strip club. He's trying to start a relationship with her as well, and with his daughter, but like where he's really at peace is in the ring. He can't escape, you know, wanting to get back in the ring, even if it means his life. Basically, Mickey Rourke is amazing in this role. He was born to play this role. It's the role of a lifetime for him. I heard he did this for free as well, which makes it even more epic, in my opinion. You really feel Randy's pain and his passion, and Mickey Rourke just puts you in that position, and that's something I never expected from this film, was a performance like this. But man, it was good. There's a great scene in the supermarket where he works, where he's just interacting with the customers. He works on like deli counter, and you just know, it gives you an insight into like the showman that he used to be. He's like a natural performer, and he's got such charisma even when he's just serving meat at the deli counter. He's just a really likeable character. The ending was really powerful, a fantastic ending. I think most people will agree with this. Stuck with me for a long time after the film, which is always a good sign. Basically, go and see The Wrestler, watch The Wrestler. Even if you hate wrestling, it's not about that. It's just It's a character piece and it's a really good one, so definitely recommended from me. And that's it really. Thank you for watching. As I said, thanks for watching all these videos, and goodbye for now.